Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Capricorn for the month of April 2022. How are all my Capricorn friends doing? Let me know in the comments. How are you doing? Where are you living? So I can connect with your energies. And also, it's just really fun to find out where people are living. I really enjoy knowing that, because sometimes people will tell me some really far away place, and it just sounds fascinating. As you know, dear Capricorn, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Capricorn. In the past position, we have the King of Pentacles, clarified by the Seven of Cups. In the challenging position, we have the Ten of Swords, clarified by the King of Swords. In the present position, we have the Magician, clarified by the Eight of Wands. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Page of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess. This is going to be the month for the books for you. This is going to be a really incredible month, dear Capricorn. You are getting over this difficult energy. You are breaking through. You're moving forward, and you're creating a new direction for yourself. You are manifesting a way out of the situation in which you are in. You are moving forward, onwards and upwards. But let's start from the beginning. In the past position, we do have the King of Pentacles. He represents your energy, dear Capricorn. In the past, you were definitely focused on creating stability for yourself, on creating security for yourself. You were working on confidence. You were moving forward in a very grounded way, but also in a very structured and disciplined way. The King of Pentacles is very successful because he is able to kind of create wonderful things for himself. Anything he touches, turns to gold. It just works out. And so in the past, you had an opportunity to manifest something, and you did. You manifested an opportunity for you. You wanted to create more stability. You wanted to create more security. And you were really kind of wanting to establish more of a financial success going forward. And I think that there were some lessons that you learned as a result of that, but there was also some growth as well. In the challenging position, we do have the difficult card, the Ten of Swords, and it is a card that represents some kind of a difficult experience that we go through, that allows us to kind of create more growth in our life. But it's also important to remember that the Ten of Swords means the worst is over. The difficult kind of experience still, however, haunts you, because you do continue to have anxiety, because you do have a little bit too much activity happening in your mind. Sometimes the mind creates obstacles for itself, and it is important to meditate, because then you clear things out. You can have a conversation with someone, like a friend of yours or at work, and something they say doesn't sit right. Your mind doesn't ever stop working, because it'll think about it and analyze that conversation. Thoughts kind of go round and round and round. It could be an experience where something didn't go your way, and you felt betrayed, and you felt like there wasn't enough support, and people were saying mean things behind your back, because we do see the 10 swords in someone's back. It could be that it came from an authority figure as well, because we have the King of Swords here in the clarifying position. But again, this is behind you, and what you need to now do is work through energy. You want to make sure that your energy moves towards a lighter frequency, if you will. You want to make sure you do cognitive reframing. You want to switch the negative thoughts and put the positive thoughts in that place. You want to do energy healing. You want to do sound baths. You want to take walks in nature. You want to touch the trees and walk on grass with your bare feet, so that your body, your mind can heal, because ultimately this is a short experience that you are living through in life. Life itself is a short experience. So it's important to remember that, fear is an illusion. Our anxiety prevents us from really blossoming, and it's important to kind of work with anxiety. That's why meditating is incredibly important. But don't let the past dictate your choices for the future. When you make choices out of fear, you don't have that growth. You don't learn as much as you need to learn. So that's important to remember. Now, the King of Swords definitely brings negative energy in this clarifying position. He can be very manipulative and unfair and only focused on what he wants and doesn't really care about what other people want. So definitely it's important to remember that you want to focus on yourself and keep distance from the difficult energy that may be coming from someone around you. Don't allow your energy to be contaminated by someone else's energy. That does not mean you can immediately walk away from them, because let's say that somebody at work, you can't really just get up and walk away, but you can put different triggers in place that will trigger positive kind of thinking in you. And if it is someone that at work that may be causing you some grief, you definitely want to think about what your options are, because you want to make sure to remember that your existence is just as important as that other person. So you want to focus on making sure that you stay in high vibration. And if that means kind of creating distance between yourself and the other person, then that is what needs to be done. Now, you are moving in the right direction, because the divine here is giving you an opportunity to manifest. The Magician is a major arcana card, and the Magician says you are in charge. There's number one right above his head, and he says you have infinite possibility to create something in your life. Be creative. You don't always need to have financial resources in order to do something that is going to propel you, because wealthy people also have problems. People generally become slaves to their finances. So it's important to remember you can create the life that you want on your own terms, where you answer to yourself. That comes with responsibility. It can be very difficult to be disciplined when no one else is making you get up and go to the gym and eat right and do what is good for your body rather than what is not good for your body. Meditate, take maybe sound baths, or listen to music that is calming. Work with your thoughts, work with your negative reframing towards the positive. It takes a lot of work. And so the Magician's saying is you are the architect, you're the designer, and you can manifest wonderful things. There's a portal that's going to be opening up. I've mentioned that on April 12th. I believe there's going to be a conjunction between Jupiter, which is a planet of expansion, a planet of kind of moving on up, if you will, with Neptune, which is a very mystical planet, and so it's important to remember that during this portal you can manifest a lot of wonderful things. So write things down. If there's a particular situation you would like to manifest, write it down, and use 100 words, 200 words, 300 words. The more you write things down, the easier it is for you to kind of organize your thoughts, and the easier it is for you to manifest. The better organized your thoughts are, the easier things kind of come into this life, if you will. Now, in the future outcome position, we do have the Page of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess. Definitely you're going to be moving in a new direction. There's going to be an opportunity that you're going to manifest, maybe a possibility that comes from someone anyone like in your friend group, or maybe among your family, but there's going to be a new opportunity to move in the new direction, and that is where you're going, Capricorn. You are manifesting a new life for yourself. You are manifesting a new reality for yourself, and you are influencing others as well. The High Priestess, she wears this crown of Isis, which means she's a believer of magic, and she is this third pillar between these two pillars, the black pillar with the letter B and the white pillar with the letter J. B stands for pillar of strength, so you are being given strength, and J is all about establishment. You also are getting strength from the King of Pentacles as well. He has a lot of strength and power. So in the past, you had the ability to be very strong, to wield, situations in your favor. And the divine here is letting you know that you are moving in an incredibly new direction. You're going to be feeling a little bit of anxiety because, anytime we're dealing with something new, there's always some kind of anxiety associated with it. But as long as you follow your intuition and you listen to your heart, you're going to be successful. Let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman's Dream Oracle card. And actually I pulled two. We've got in the hand, the universe is your partner. Again, very much like the Magician, the universe is helping you create something that you really want to see in your life. And of course, dances on one foot suggest that you may have to balance different elements in your life, and making sure that you devote enough time to your personal life as well as professional life. You don't want to work too much. You don't want to be in the mentality of where you are, going to work every day and spending most of your day there. You have to take care of yourself. It's not selfish, and it's not wrong, and it's actually quite important. Now, in the hand is all about universe being your partner. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter. The source of your understanding, what matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life now. You are in good hands. Your work, your family, your relationships, your home, everything. You've done all you can, so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket are in order. I kind of love that, don't you? It's absolutely wonderful, because we live in a world where the news, are coming in every 5 minutes, where we have to keep going places, doing things, and it's important to remember to just be. Dances on one foot is all about resourcefulness and saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you. No matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems, if you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationships, family, and digital media, you're missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any time, half of it is going to be in the air. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief, if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. this is like a super important message. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. It's very, very important that each and every one of us, each and every one of us are in our own lane. You know, when a flower blooms, it does not look to the right or to the left to see if other flowers are blooming. You know, all flowers bloom whenever they bloom. They bloom many times in their lifetime as well. But when it feels like you're losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. You have to remember that, you know, the universe works with you and it will catch you when is needed. I think that faith is definitely a very important part of the universe. So, you know, it can be difficult, especially when we want something really, really bad. It can be quite difficult to have faith. But again, the universe is saying that you are doing everything. Make sure you're not creating resistance. So it's time to kind of step back a little bit and observe, step back a little bit and allow things to play out in front of you, and allow the universe to create something and bring it to you, rather than you kind of constantly trying to put something together. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Capricorn. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.